it is 15 years. It'd be, of course, more wonderful for Julian and his two little children and Stella. But, we take what we can get these days.
United States President Joe Biden says he is considering a request from Australia to drop the prosecution of Julian Assange. The WikiLeaks founder has been indicted on 17 espionage charges and one charge of computer misuse over his website's publication of classified US documents relating to the Afghanistan and Iraq wars almost 15 years ago. The Australian national spent nearly 7 years at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he applied for political asylum. Police dragged him from the embassy to Belmarsh prison exactly 5 years ago today, after the South American country revoked his asylum. He remains in a lengthy legal battle to avoid extradition. Australia's Prime Minister has welcomed President Biden's encouraging statement.
Mr Assange has already paid a significant price, and enough is enough. There's nothing to be gained by Mr Assange's continued incarceration, in my very strong view, and I've put that as the view of the Australian government.
WikiLeaks' current editor-in-chief says leaders and organisations from around the world are supporting the campaign to free Assange.
All the major organisations that are considering themselves with freedom of speech and freedom of the press agrees that Julian's case is an attack on press freedom. So it's the right thing to do for the Biden administration, especially now when he is going into election in the fall, to terminate this process, which was started by his predecessor, Donald Trump.
Britain's High Court ruled last month that Assange cannot be extradited to the United States on espionage charges unless US authorities can guarantee he won't face the death penalty, which prompted this response from his wife.
The UK courts have invited the United States to issue assurances. The Biden administration should not issue assurances. They should drop this shameful case that should never have been brought. Julian should never have been imprisoned for a single day. This is a shame on every democracy.
President Biden now appears to be considering that call. However, Assange is still waiting to hear if he can launch a final appeal against extradition.